ancient spirits whisper in the night. Tales of a being who lives outside of time. Marvelous, the one who's seen it all. Countless lives, each one met with a fall. Wanderer of realms, a soul forever lost, searching for meaning at any cost. In shadows he lingers, a ghostly figure, haunted by echoes of past lives figure. A mother stands with the edge of fate, in your last life before it's too late. One more chance to glimpse eternity, before death herself claims your soul's serenity. Before death herself claims your soul's serenity. Serenity.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and it looks like my game captured is not capturing. It's capturing me instead of what needs to be captured. But hello.
Our
Oh,
world is long since
oh
shattered,
shit! Our world. Oh shit.
but hope still flickers in our darkest dreams. Few would guess that our fate would be decided upon the Oneric
Hit
Isles,
this and then
an almost
try that.
forgotten
Nope, that
archipelago
ain't
of the
working.
southern sky
Fuck.
realms. On these uncanny
There we go.
islands,
Aha!
the Apostatic Union,
Apostatic
power drunk
Union
after
has
slaughtering
decided to skip this intro because we've watched a lot. Welcome to the stream. Welcome back to Dread Delusion. What was I doing? Yeah. Okay, I need to think for a second. Oh wait, nope. That's what I wanted to do. Uh, so before we jump on in, if y'all enjoyed to see here, feel free to follow me here on Twitch. You can also subscribe. You don't have to. Greatly appreciated. Yada yada yada. Pull up. Red fusions. Okay. And if you're watching on YouTube, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike if you dislike, and let me know what you thought down below. Let's see. Oh, it's giving me jack shit for the information. Don't give me that. Do not give me that, Steam. Wait, no, it's not that. It's not missing persons. It's Madness of the King. That's what it was. Madness of the King. When to meet second. Time. Damn it, game. Okay. You know what? I'm about to. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna try something that's been on my mind. We're gonna try see how it comes in. Hey, Retro, what's up? Orange? Well, guess what? White. That's what the colored snow is. How you doing, man? Go to Erudite Academy. Gonna run on through. We're gonna change it to nighttime. And then we're gonna see how this motherfucker works. She better be there. I will be genuinely upset if not. At work, hope you're good. I'm doing pretty good. Just trying to figure out how to proceed with a quest because God only knows why it's taking its sweet time to get me to where I want to go. If I can't seem to get it after this little bit, I'm probably gonna just push with the story. Good, self-destructs. Well, that would ruin my day. Hopefully you're doing alright. Oh wait, no, that was your answer anyways. Don't work, well, I can't say don't work too hard, but don't stress yourself out too much with work, I hope. And stuff. Golly, I suck at this. Alright, let's go. Better be here, you fucking bitch. Aha! We found you. Afra's mechanical arm gives you a fluid salutation. So, friend, now you've seen the cost of the king's madness. Will you help me? Compensate you, of course, as best a humble engineer can. You have my attention. Oh, king's mercy, thank you. I not know how grateful I am that someone understands. I'm working on a spell. Stop the vanishings and reform the king's power so I can only alter people at their own request, with their consent. Just like we talked about, see? Try not to? Good. Unfortunately, my spell must be enacted inside the king's audience chamber. These days, only Speaker Sunil and his inner circle are allowed in. They're also paranoid about the saboteur. For you, the king summoned you specifically. You realize how rare that is? Its Majesty doesn't make mistakes, only decisions we don't understand yet, and Its Majesty has decided you are important. We can induce the king to summon you again. Sunil would have to let you in. He'd never disobey a royal command. Then you can input my spell. Does that make sense? I have questions about this plan. Whatever is clouded, I shall strive to eliminate. More about what your spell does. It's actually something I've been working on for years. Cipher magic allowed me to become who I am today. I believe everyone should have that power. So why not let the king alter anyone who asks for it? Once I understood the scale of the vanishings, however, I realized that my spell might be the only way to halt them quickly enough to without introducing some other potentially catastrophic new fault. My analysis is correct. This would begin to heal the king's madness, while improving the lives of everyone in the kingdom. Alas, Speaker Sunil has not been receptive to these ideas. Haven't you tried to tell Sunil about the mirror world? Yes. He told me that I was mistaken. That it was all just a mirage of the corruption. That this wasn't my department. Even questioned early whether I might be falling prey to corruption myself. I've been under surveillance ever since. What else can I make lucid? That's all my questions. Gosh, I hope that makes all the sense. That all makes sense. I think you're the first person who's ever heard the whole thing out loud. Back to the task at hand. First, we must catch the king's attention. About a month ago, a strange phenomenon was reported in the graveyard inside Veropolis. My analysis suggests that these phenomena are a secret message from Its Majesty. Take McKinnis Guild insignia and investigate the graveyard. The graveyard keeper may be able to assist you. Listen carefully, friend. These insignia command great power throughout the kingdom. I could be wrong. I suspect the message will begin music like this. Drums are haunting tunes, somehow familiar and ethereal all at once, like a lullaby from time's own beginning. You have a good voice, you know. He looks genuinely. How kind. Well, perhaps if this whole beginner's business doesn't pan out, I can make a living as a troubadour. So, is your mission clear? Where will I find this graveyard? Outside Ferropolis, to the northwest. If you leave via the main causeway, you'll see the broken lead pylons when you go downhill to your left. Follow them until you come to the graveyard. So, is your mission clear? What can I do with your insignia? Well, the Mechanist Guild is empowered to act with the King's own authority. My colleagues use their insignia to investigate crimes, requisition goods, and generally compel obedience. She frowns. I must stress this brooch is a privilege, not a toy. Trust you won't do anything untoward with it? No, I'll be careful with it. Looks relieved. Good. For all, if the guild were to find out... Well, no matter. I'll break 1,000 rules if that's what it takes to save the kingdom. Is your mission clear? I think I understand. How else can I empower you? So wish me luck. All the luck in the world. Oh, and friend, please don't breathe a word of our plan to anyone, especially Speaker Neil. I shudder to think that what he'd do to us if he found out. Well, let's make our way to the graveyard. To the northwest. And I went the wrong way. I'm on a roll, guys. I'm on a great start. Eventually, I'll even learn that left means left, and right means right. So make sure. Northwest for upwest. East. Alright, west. Oh, haven't gotten to that. I'm a failure. Okay. I don't even know where I am. Welcome to the graveyard, pal. Brings all the way out here. You're on official business. Blimey. Means someone's actually been reading my reports. Better late than never, I suppose. It's these yellow boxes, see? We've had them for years, but even the King's Speaker himself didn't even make heads or tail of them. Told me to look after them until they're needed. That'll be the day. Well, a fair few tick ago, some of the boxes started talking. And now they won't shut up. Weird stuff. Music sometimes mind. No better than to listen. Maybe you could take a look. Once the boxes here don't talk, you'll have to listen closely if you want to find the right ones. Is there aught else? Oh my god, what was that word? No, let's take a look. Inside the yellow box is a mechanical console with something like an ear trumpet hanging on a curly wire. Tiny noises issue from its mouth. Pick up the trumpet and put it to your ear. Your brain is flooded with a cacophony of jagged noise, and you realize it's some kind of otherworldly music. Music throbs in an alien time signature, following your attempts to track its rhythm. Ghostly and human voices lap over each other like waves. It feels like a memory from before the universe was made. This doesn't seem like the king's message. You'll have to try one of the other boxes. Here, you're two people in a soft conversation. Their voices echoing as if from the other end of a long stone passage. There now, it'll be alright. How's it going to be alright? Lydia's just gone, and nobody remembers. I feel like my brain is melting and running out of my ears. I know, all I mean is we've got each other, and I ain't going nowhere. I was washing up today. Did you ever notice how many dishes we have? Enough for 5 people, not 2. Well, helps to have extra, don't it? You know we can't afford more than anything than we need. We had an extra bed, too, before we sold it, and that cot. This doesn't seem like the king's message. Keep listening. I suppose it was nice to have a guest around before all this. I mean... And do you remember ever having guests? How many people used to live in this house, Quince? Quincy? I don't know. No, me neither. There's a long silence and then a series of odd little wet sounds. Wait, what are you doing? Sorry, should I stop? I didn't say stop. Your grateful sighs, a giggle, then a loving moan. You quickly put the trumpet down before you hear any more. Okay, so we just listened to somebody's private. Someone's sex life. You pick up the trumpet and put it into your ear. The old man's voice echoes from the other end. Hello? Hello? Can anyone hear me? Know where I am? Please. It's cold. Stay calm. Trying to help you. The old man doesn't seem to be able to hear you. I can't see anything. I can't feel my body. Is anyone there? Hello? Please. If anyone's there, say something. This doesn't seem like the king's message. At first you just hear hissing, then the tune that Afra hummed. A genderless voice announces with a mechanical regularity. 6, 1, 6, 3, 2, break, 5, 2, 6, alder, phantom, 2, break, 4, 6. Voice drones on and then repeats. This must be the king's message. Scribble down everything you can and replace the trumpet. Let's see. What I have to do now. Turn to Afra in the park after nightfall. I'm gonna have to wait for like a whole other thingamajiggy. Na, 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 na. Okay. And I wish they would let me just put a fucking bed in. That'd be real cool and swell and definitely not a pain in the ass. So, let's go ahead and just do this. We're gonna go to Erudite Academy. We're gonna go to sleep again and just wait, do this until night again. I should have stamina. Speed it up! Okay. After his mechanical arm gives you a fluid salutation. Goes the task, friend. Found the king's message in the graveyard. Really? She reads the transcript excitedly. Let's see. Could it? No. Wait. Oh! She beams at you. Stars aflame. If I wasn't imagining it. This confirms my analysis. The king is speaking to us, and we must show that we've heard. How did you know about that weird tune? Looks embarrassed. Oh, well, it was just a guess. King outputs so much information every day, and I just look for patterns. I mustn't bore you. Truly, I'm interested. I get the sense that there was some spark of inspiration. Oh, it worked! Oh my god, I did it! I'm inspirational. I can be a charming son of a gun. Oh, well, to tell you the truth, I had a dream about it. I saw myself walking in the graveyard, following the tune, and then finding... Now listen, I don't want you to think I'm some sort of crazed mystic. I spend my so long buried in royal output logs, I sometimes fall asleep on the parchment. I think that dream was only my mind's way of pointing out a pattern I'd missed. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. The king speaks of a dialect, cipher language known as sixfold cipher. It's tremendously difficult for human brains to parse. So for your audience, you'll need a cranial moderator installed into your skull. Actually, funny story, I already have that moderator. Link squints at you, then tilts her head back, as if she's seeing you in a new light. Really? You got that from Morozov? Well, took was a little persuasion. Your initiative and commendable. Well then, studying the message you retrieved from the graveyard, I think its Majesty wants us to pass it on on elsewhere, and not by the usual channels. The corrupted lands there is a royal broadcast beacon formerly used to send signals down to the underlands. It was abandoned when corruption took over the area, and has since fallen into disrepair. However, the king has not forgotten it. Fortunately, the beacon is no longer answering remote commands, which means you, truly sorry for this, must deliver the message in person. It gives you a weighty folder of forest green leather. This is what we mechanists call a punch card. It's a way of recording information so the king can understand. In this case, music. Use the punch card to open the tower door, then insert it into the apparatus at the top of the beacon. Why would you want to send signals to the Underlands? We asked the king that same question. His Majesty was adamant that someone or something might be alive down there, that contacting them was somehow critical to the kingdom's future. Alas, no response ever came. Anything else? Sounds incredibly dangerous. Very much so. Ordinarily, I wouldn't contemplate such a journey, and I truly wish I could go myself. But if Sunil notices I'm absent for too long, our whole plan will be sunk. My advice, try not to enter any structure not fixed to the ground. Cleanup workers are your friends. If you taste lilac, turn back immediately. If you see an eyeball, do not meet its gaze. Need respite? I believe there's a royal cleanup camp in that area. Although I've never been there myself. Anything else? Do I get to corrupted lands? Southeast from here? Yep, I already know that. No way in. I found records of old abandoned ding. Yep, I already know. Say so. Anything else? Oh, fine, that's all. But if I become a monster, I'll eat you first. Entirely fair. How else can I empower you? This beacon you want to activate. Sending the message to retrieve from the graveyard. I think it's a message you want. Yep, okay. Wish me luck. Alright. I have no idea why silk slugs are in here, but fuck it. I'm taking the free stuff. It's free. Therefore it's good. That's how I feel. Now I just need to find a beacon. A new hand touches the beacon. Sorry. Do I did? We might as well speed this up a little bit. Is that the broadcast tower? Gotta be, right? Okay, let's take it slow, because I know the game has to load a bit before I get the other side each time. Yep, there we go. Now, let's make our way in. Good. The control panel is dizzying array of levers, dials, and buttons. Many smashed or corroded. Among them is a slot-like entry port waiting for input. How wind whips snow and ash across your face. It's part of the king's message. Card jams into the slot. You give it a good shove for a moment. Nothing happens. The whole tower begins to vibrate. Needles jump back and forth on their dials. Transistor bursts in a shower of glass. One by one, indicator lights go green as the beacon reconnects with its long-lost king. Above you, the large, giant antenna crackles into life and emits a pulse of silent sound, felt in your belly rather than heard. The pulse continues at regular intervals, singing a song that only your bones can hear, broadcasting a monarch's lonely cry down the underworlds. Suddenly, the control panel crackles and squeals before emitting a familiar voice. God's damn thing even worked. Hey asshole, are you hearing this? Oh! Hold up. Mikhail, is that you? Misha! Oh, this is ancient mummified queen of Underlands, here to tell you that you have stupid nose. Beanhead, nincompoop, fucking Listen, we do not have long with this device, so pay attention. Misha has some friends who has been watching you through the king's eyes. They know about the chief interpreter Afra and her big plan, enough to cannot be trusted. Go down into Ferropolis and find a market trader called Reza. Ask them the seventh letter. Do this before Afra's punch card, understand? Was this about a seventh letter? Here's Mikhail can no longer hear you. You and I believe we have seen each other's souls. We have and discussed philosophy. Nothing matters. This, Misha is asking you as a friend. There is nothing more save for the roar of static. Oh, onwards back to Veropolis. I will say I don't really care for the amount of backtracking I've had to do in this game. But I do enjoy, like, the world design. I think it's a similar complaint I've had with Lunacid. Like, it's freaking cool. I just think that having to backtrack all the time can be a bit on the tiresome / frustrating part. Especially if like multiple quests require you to go back to the same area. Like once you've been to an area once, then it kind of starts to sell its points, if you catch my drift. Alright. Plan to fix mission, you travel to lands, cat. Disused beacon. Afterwards, you receive return. Press Afra and asking you to seek her out his mysterious friends. Trader named Reza in Ferropolis and mentioned the seventh letter, and before or after return. Here's what I'm gonna do. Back to Erudite Academy, we're gonna go ahead and do that. I'm just gonna that way I just have extra time, and maybe it'll be nighttime by the time Afra pops back into existence again. Where is Reza? Market trader. That's not right. No. Let's try this guy. Oil. Okay. We don't. Wait. Haha. Okay. What if I just? Oh wait, down here. Ureva. King's blessing season. Don't often get new faces. But not much for stock right now. But if you got me, King's blessing to you. Okay, you mean the conduits? It's not posh and it's far from pretty, but it's warm. And it's cheap and the militia don't bother us. But I suppose that makes it home. This wee bit here is what we call the bazaar. Those summoning stations down here, and it's hard to evoke the king's magic. Some folks see this as a blessing, though. The cogs, it seems to be out of sight, out of mind. Words. A lot of folk think I escape the king's notice by avoiding certain words, like BUY or COST. No idea if it works, but if it can't hurt, if I don't SELL anything, I unpossess it. Don't get it twisted, mind. The machinist ain't against commerce or making money. You've seen all those fancy shops at up top, eh? They just hate anything they can't track or measure. That's how they stay in control. Okay, it's blessing too. Okay. Riva? Guns are beautiful in the rain, you know, all that water running down the upper city. Yep. Maybe you'll too. Shh. Who are you? Ever tried to petition for a home in the upper city? Pointless. You rejected me because family's community, whatever. Ah, you're Rava. Okay. What's that now? Oh, my dear. Let me find you my looking glass. Why is your face so small? See, this is among the charms dangling at her neck and produces a small glass lens, which has the disconcerting effect of magnifying her eye to enormous size. Much better, yes. You see, my dear, I must read your lips, for my ears cannot hear your words. Her one giant pupil dances back and forth like a fish in a bowl as she examines you. You seek out chemical aid, do you not? I have a worm and hair of the slug and all that. I am Madame Lascaris. Scots. In the roiling mists of your future, I sense most a fruitful relationship for the most of us. Well, it's not you. Fuck. My dear lass. My dear. If only I could bottle a happier fate for you. Still, perhaps there's something I can do. See the stuff you're growing. I'm sorry, did you ask me where your house is? Vega looks confused. They didn't expect you to stop. I did. This is sorry, as the father of fine citizens such as yourself. Only I can't seem to find it anywhere. You need to lay up the mushrooms for me. See a middle-aged person with light brown skin and a eye patch, dressed in an electric patchwork of colorful fabrics. I haven't quite figured out their gender, which seems deliberate. Why, hello there, child. Come to browse. Who are you? My name is... Aha! There you are, Reza, child. Fortune teller, trinket vendor, and listener of many grapevines. For a price, I can sell you a talisman or duck. Let protection, or perhaps you even give you a little advice on your problems. What kind of problems do you mean? Everyone's problems are different, child. To truly help a person, there must be a trust. I'm new here, and this place terrifies and confuses me. I'd be glad for your service. They examine you. Haha! I'm using charm! I'm charming, guys. Oh shit, I'm sorry. Lammy! What's up? How you doing? I did not notice your message. Oh my goodness. How long have you been waiting for? I'm so sorry. Welcome to the stream and welcome to the chat. Also, I just realized. Let's see. Let's make sure. Oh. Okay. I should be able to see chat now. Well, chat should be popping up now in game the stream again. I forgot to turn it back on. Sorry, child. I can only imagine. This is not a good place for travelers, is it? One must deal with the king now and then in my long life. Lucky to have learned a little and its Majesty's ways. So I help people with their problems as best I can. Nothing illegal, just advice. I can coach you to file an appeal to the guild. Treat high priority. Diagnose misfiring magic in your building's heating engine. Interpret a royal proclamation you can't make sense of. Perhaps even point you toward a friendly mechanist. I never cheat, no. I only help people find the path where everyone ends up happy. So you see, child, I too, in my own way, am a servant of the king. I see. Bounty. Reselling. Okay, I can't even buy anything off her. I'm looking for the 7th letter. Gaudy trader squints at you, then glances left and right to check that nobody's listening. They beckon you closer. Who told you to come here? Were you followed? No, I wasn't followed. Good. They appraise you with their remaining eye. So you're the one who's helping Afra. See, she's got your head stuffed with the clockwork. Like a good little mechanist. Tell me, did she explain the cranial moderator does? Marzov mentioned a few side effects, migraines, seizures. I'm sure. So then, nobody warned you on how a cranial moderator warps your thinking, smooths out any irregular notions, makes you look at the world like a mechanist, seeing everything as a puzzle you can solve. Biggest changes will come take a few years, but mark my words, they will come. That is why I got rid of mine. Alright, I'm listening. Don't misunderstand me. Afra is a sweet girl. We were very close once. She absolutely believes she is doing the right thing. Sadly for all of us, she is wrong. Look around you, child. See how we are all at the mercy of this infernal machine, which not even the machinist can control. You honestly say that we need is more Clockwork King. However brilliant Afra's spell may be, it cannot fix the problems with the king, because the king is the problem. What's your alternative? Reza flashes you a crooked grin and hands you something heavy, wrapped in colorful rags. I'm glad you asked. This is a different kind of spell. Insert in a place of Afra, it will trigger a runaway fault cascade that will gradually but irrevocably shut down the king with minimal destruction. So you're the mystery villain I keep hearing about. They smiled cryptically. There's no such person as a saboteur, child. Only a group of like-minded people who love this land and see no good in leaving its fate to an overgrown grandfather clock. Now, so do we understand each other? Or is there more you would know? What's your spell? What about it, child? What's so dangerous about Afra's spell? Afra's had these plans for a long time. We used to stay up so late bouncing wild ideas back and forth. She believes she has been lucky and wants the same for others. Admire that about her, truly. But ask her this, under her plan, will people really be freed to choose whatever changes they want? Or will there be a limit? Can be neutral on what changes we make, or will it have a bias? Afra is a child of the guild. She believes in her soul that if she keeps tinkering with, she can design a perfect system. Only she understood how much they have stolen from her. Question, child. Hey Shania, how you doing? Let's see. Okay, no, I already read the. Everyone here depends on the king. If you kill it, many people will die. So, nothing much. How you doing? Hopefully you're doing good. They grimace. I won't pretend otherwise. There will be chaos and much suffering. Doing great. Thanks. Awesome. Uh, thank you. Also, thank you so much for, because you've been frequently jumping into the stream and hanging out. I hope you are enjoying yourself. There will be chaos and much suffering and certainly death. How about you? I'm doing pretty good. I got some errands done. One of my something I ordered came in, and I'm happy that it finally did because I need that for work. So I'm pretty happy. Only ask you to consider how many more could die if you keep the king in place. Never know how many people the king has altered to make them better workers. My former colleagues saw people's baser instincts as an impediment to progress, so they chose to scrap the people and build another. But child, in my trade, you learn a lot about people. Most folk want to help each other. It's been a while you stream. So I usually stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But lately I've been doing Thursdays. Well, recently I did Thursday. And I'll probably be streaming Thursday as well to stream Dungeons and Dragons. And those are collab streams though. But I usually stream Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. Yep. Down to their necks that stops them, making us fear each other, envy each other, denounce each other for one more day's bread. Without the king, our fate will rest again upon each other's shoulders. There's no work or cipher that I trust more than that. It's all we really have, all we need. You still have questions, child. Let me ask you something else. About you and your... I'll tell you whatever. Machinists are saying that you're the reason for the king's problems. Hogwash, child. I know what the king is made of. I could recite every syllable of its cipher nucleus by heart, although to do so would be most unwise. Do we sabotage the king when we believe it will do good? Certainly. Do we divert royal goods to distribute fairly in our communities? Yes, sometimes. But are we the root of the king's madness? Don't make me laugh. You could toil for decades and cause fewer faults than the king itself generates before breakfast. Only a truly stupid machinist could believe that we are anything more than an excuse for their failures. We still have questions. You're a machinist too. What makes you any better than Afra? Grins crookedly. Now you're asking the right questions. Yes, I accept my share of the blame for the mess this kingdom is in. Luckily, I do not work alone. Although this spell was drafted by my hands, it is the work of many minds. Most of my comrades, whom you will never meet, are ordinary layfolk. I pledge my magic to serve them, not the other way around. You know why I chose to give you this punch card? Because I'm the most expendable. The mechanists already know very well who I am. Do you have any other questions? Why did you leave the Mechanists Guild? He sighed deeply. Child, did you ever hear the old fairy tale about the boy who got a splinter on a mirror in his eye? That made him cold and cruel, seeing only the worst in things. The king wields unimaginable power, far too much for any one being. In my youth, I thought that this made the guild more important than that we had a duty to use such power wisely. But when you make so many life or death decisions every day, when you see people's darkest secrets piled up in stacks every morning in the royal archives like so many freshly cut logs, you grow numb to it. You forget what the stakes are. I did not like what I saw reflected in my colleagues' eyes or in my own. Still have questions? Let's see. I'm pretty sure I'll consider what you've said. Do what you think is right. I do trust you because you said that, but we'll see. I want to talk to your skull. I'm just gonna bite the bullet on this one. Elite Dynasty, another day, another time for a beautiful game. Hell yeah! How you doing, Elite? Afra peers up into the sky, her brow furrowed in contemplation. Mr. Skyward. Is that normal? Tears her eyes away from the celestial teapot. No, I would certainly say this is new. Are we in danger? If the king's malfunctions are worsening, then yes. If it's supposed to be a message, maybe not. Then, why a teapot? Danny, what is up? How's it going? It's going alright! Today's been a good day, got some errands done. How am I doing? I'm doing good, Danny. How are you doing? He shrugs helplessly. I've checked and reread my calculations. All we can do is stick to the plan. Oh, yes, I almost forgot. The king has summoned you for another night audience, just as we hoped. Hands you a leather folder, far heavier than the last. Here it is, friend. 8 years of my life and the hopes of the kingdom now rest in your hands. Friend, I don't know what will happen after this, so if you have any concerns, now is the time to voice them. Let's see. Do you happen to know a sky pilot named Mikhail? Oh, Misha. He's a dear, isn't he? He'd be so forgetful without his medicines. Okay. Can't import them without a letter to the king. One of those little perks of my job. Why do you ask? You say he's a friend. It's hard to tell, isn't it? The man is like a deep river, all iced over. You skate on the surface thinking it'll never break. Then suddenly you plunge into this other world. The next day, it's all ice again. I know he was born in Slev. His family came out here after the God of War, seeking a better life when he was just a boy. It's people like them that this kingdom should be working for. I want to put in a poll, but damn. He somehow spoke to me through the beacon, warned me not to help you. Her looks concerned. Really? But surely he can't know about our plans, and how he could possibly have subverted the king's magic. He is a fine sailor, but he's no magician. More reports of people seeing hearing phantoms of the corrupted lands, long dead loved ones, or even their own self. Some say the corruption can your memories, better to lure you to doom. Glad you're alive, friend. Pay it no mind. Our task requires your full attention. Anything else? What do I do with this punch card exactly? When you return to the Mechanarium, the audience chamber will be open. Insert my punch card into the king's petition part. My magic will do the rest. Anything else? This might be your last chance. Spell. How much freedom to change will your spell really allow? Initially, a defined set of about 100 qualities can be changed, with hard limits on things like height or density. King won't do anything that directly endangers your life or another's. You won't become an 80-foot giant with no lungs. Other qualities will become changeable in time, as the spell has proved worth. Most of these rules can be modified by a vote of more than half the kingdom. Wherever possible, I have favored incentives over hard limits. After a trial period, you'll be stuck with your changes for a year. So you'll have to think carefully on other incentives will ensure an optimal distribution of qualities for the whole kingdom. What do you mean by optimal for the whole? All individuals must be free to choose their fates. From society's point of view, you don't want everyone to be an artist or indeed a carpenter. Past kingdoms solved this through conscription, slavery, rigid social rank, brutal methods for a brutal age. My system, the king will monitor the overall balance of qualities and provide incentives to those that are in shortage. So, if too many people have made themselves mercurial, and creative, the king may offer rewards for constancy and pragmatism. If too few have the temperament for farm work, the king may incentivize that temperament. Won't that lead to the same kind of mass rewriting the mechanists already do? I don't believe so. There's nothing wrong with asking people to compromise with the needs of their community. That's what's important. What's important is that they're free to say no. Let's see. What about mistakes? If your new king goes mad too, how will anyone stop it? The current faults demonstrably stem from specific errors in our previous spells, born from the wishful neglect of fundamental principles. Asanil denies that this does not make it false. There's a saying within the guild, which would be seditious if repeated in public. Drek in, drek out. It means that if you give the king faulty input, you'll get a faulty result. Yet the reverse is also true. The properly enumerated powers and properly specified goals, error you describe will never arise in the first place. My spell will create a soft balancing of self-correcting equilibrium. Capable. Hey, DeSoil, how you doing? Capable of adapting itself to new circumstances. I've spent 8 years planning this. I'm certain it is sound. Does that make sense? What if a good king is impossible? What if that much power can't ever be possessed? Heavens, you sound like a saboteur. I admit I'm asking myself the same question. When the hour is late and sleep eludes me, but I've seen the power of cipher magic to save a life. Without it, I would have been locked forever inside the person I used to be. How can we just walk away from that? We don't chew our meat raw because fire can raise our talons. We don't renounce the axe because it chops necks as well as trees. Spurn the wheel when it crushes a child's hand. I refuse to accept abstination of our only choice. I will not surrender to the hunger and despair that have out here though. Hey Lord Lucky, how you doing? And also how you doing too, DeSoil? Hopefully you guys are doing good. Think to all of the history. I will not relinquish the dream of the first mechanist to those who have forgotten it. Does that make sense? That's all the answers I wanted. This goes. Also failing to conceal her anxiety. Counting on you, friend. Just to make sure. She said it's a spell, but... I'm doing perfectly well. Hell yeah. Glad to hear. We're about to take care of a king. Figure out how this is supposed to go. So, wish me luck. Why is there an Italian teapot in the sky? Let me be alarmed. Our best minds are investigating the apparition. In the meantime, carry on with your business. Are we finished here? Yeah, we're finished. Go fuck yourself. You have been making my day good just as you started. Thank you so much. I'm so glad to hear. Oh, hello. Machine shrieks in a million condemned souls as the feeling of pressure mounts in your body. Once more, then your cranial monitor cracks into action. Suddenly, the noise becomes intellectual chorus. Incoming messages, outgoing commands, distant outposts requesting connections of announcing faults. There are so many faults standing in the brain of this awful machine. It's bleeding to death. Rejoice and exult! The invocation is cast. All hail its majesty, Mechanist Rex, the clockwork king. Welcome back, subject. MCDX. Thou mayest rise. Hast thou completed the sacramental duty? Hold up. Okay. How should I, how should I know? You jump. Oh my god. Pondering judgment, the duty remains unfulfilled. Dost thou require instructions to thy task? Yes, please explain the duty again. Recommendal duty is as follows. This time, you find you can understand the dense. Teapot, large, 4 pints of goblin's milk, 1 cup salted water, half teaspoon. What the fuck? 1 filled kettle with fresh butter. Measure up before. What? The fun. You want me to make a pot of tea? Correct. This is sacramental duty on which depends on the safety of this kingdom and also. Pondering, unlikely, 91% confidence. What could be more important than the sacramental duty? You'll send me to give you a new spell. We have not requested a new spell, therefore we demand whose authority. It is necessary for the sacramental duty. Is it paramount gravity, therefore thou shalt insert the spell. I'm gonna insert Afra's. I know Afra was like killed, well, Reza wants to kill the king, but I'm actually gonna reform the king. Slide the punch card easily into the larger slot. Halfway in, it meets a resistance and is sucked inside. A saying spell. Beware, enacting this spell will alter our Majesty's cipher nucleus, and the consequences cannot be undefined. Wilt thou commit? Commit. This is a burr of there is a burr of rapid clicking. Then a series of deep clunks echoed throughout the whole tower. Above your head, a cacophony of bells ring out, like a call to worship across the whole city. Rejoice and exult! The spell is enacted. As it is written, so it shall be. In the name of its majesty, Mechanist Rex, the Clockwork King. Subject MCDX CCXL11. Thou carriest the second spell. Augury. Conflicting spells may cause cacophony. Therefore, edict, thou shalt insert the heretical spell into our petition port. What? I'm not giving you. Incorrect. Okay, sharp lightning dances across your body. Oh shit, okay. Hey Bella, how you doing? Into the king's petition court. Sucked away into the guts and hopes and their hopes of world freed from its tyranny. Now subject to this sacramental duty. Above the bells you can hear angry shouting from outside the chamber. You realize the scrolling parchment contains a record of your acts. As parchment fault, the arm stabs at your arm as you pull the last few areas of the parchment and stuff them into the gap of the gears, down to the depths of the machine. Each parchment continues to spin on the floor while the arm scrolls out desperately. This, to disturb the parchment is anthemia. To disturb the parchment is anathemia. Did I just fuck? What did I do? Okay, I'm sorry. How are you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm sorry. I got really distracted and someone is blowing up my Discord. What the heck is going on? Let me see real quick. Alright. Sorry. What have you done? Above you, the king's bells continue ringing. I don't know what you're talking about. Eyes down with barely suppressed fury. The only reason you are not in the manacles is because its majesty wishes to you unmolested. Rest assured, any foolish attempt at tempering will be discovered and reversed. Sunil, go and fuck yourself. Actually, long live the king, Sunil. He has his eyes uncertain of your meaning. Long live the king. Long live the king! Alright. Oh. I have no idea what the fuck I did. Find after humming to yourself, it's a haunting tune. Familiar and ethereal all at once like a lullaby. Time's own beginning. Inside of you, hope and anxiety blossom in her face. Is it done? I heard the bells. It's done. First effort seems unsure whether to believe you, then you see a tension that has been there since long before your first meeting left from her shoulders. We really did it. We did it. This is real. Closes her eyes, take a long deep breath, then exhales. Well then, I promised you a reward, didn't I? Keep my Mechanist Guild insignia. I'll pretend I lost it. Please, take this too. I suspect you can find use of it. What happens now? We're still here. Which means I wrote the spell correctly. Oh, Nix, you're doing great. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. The vanishing should stop immediately and some memories have vanished return over time. In a few months, my other reforms will take effect. I expect there may be a rather commotion once people realize how much have been stolen from them. Without the power to erase their critics, my colleagues will struggle to suppress it. So perhaps we will have a new speaker, or a new guild, or something entirely different. Who knows? The future is open again. Glad I could help. Farewell, Afra. Thanks again. Thank you again, friend. Can't tell you. Blinks and looks up at the sky. That's that. You see it? Snow. I'll be damned, the spell actually worked. Smiles like she's recalling a cherished memory. Yes, our long winter's finally ending. Right. Let's turn in this next quest here. ZPD, what it do? You again. Have you come to throw in the towel? How you doing, ZPD? Found your daughter. Her name was Afra. Oleg stares at you for a long time without visible emotion. You're trying to scam me. You just picked that out of some book you read. She wanted to go to technical school, but no. She would be 36 this year. She worked at a farm in years. She wanted to come home to Ferropolis. He denied her. Oleg looked at the wall. He starts to reach for a bottle, then stops. Bruh, what kind of name is that? Must have been Geneve's idea. I would never have chosen it. Well, he used the past tense, so I assumed it's not good news. Sorry. Your daughter has become corrupted. Felt like but your encounter in the cleanup camp? No more. At one point, his hand begins shaking as he hides them in his lap. I had suspicions, of course. My forgetting was no accident. We all know this deal changes people. Normal people. Not just crooks and saboteurs. If you're observant, you see signs everywhere. Only you can never be sure who is safe to tell. Well then, you still have my locket? He takes the locket gingerly in both hands, as if afraid of breaking it. Bows his forehead against it, what feels like an eternity. Oh, Miss White, how you doing? Welcome back to the stream. Oleg looks up at you, clearly struggling for words. The way this ended is no fault of yours. You have given me answers. I am in your debt. Wait a minute, this isn't over. And sour, what now? Can a man not let you live to grieve in peace? Corrupted or not, Afra recognized the locket. She remembered you. Going to say that some part of her is still in there? That maybe there's a way to save her? These are foolish tales people tell themselves because they are scared of the truth. Corpse may gasp and twitch hours after death, so the corrupted vomit up chunks of the information they replaced. What you spoke to was only an echo. A ghost. Besides, what would I do? Break her out of her cage, smuggle her past quarantine, hide her in my cupboard? Then we would both be destroyed. My daughter is gone. Whatever thing has her body now, let them burn it. Now please, no more questions. What else is there to say? You're fine? Good stuff, good stuff. Hell yeah. Let's see. I don't want to say that. I feel like that's a dick move. Very well. That like this cannot be made square. Let me at least give you down payment. Smuggler's key. This key was kindly donated by a smuggler we picked up in the polite and civil conversation. He told us that it unlocked a stolen royal freight capsule jettisoned from his ship while flying over one of those outlying islands nobody visits. The island is the only reachable by air, but you can bet there's treasure in that capsule. It's going to be my retirement plan until somehow the key vanished from our stockpile. Oh well, happens all the time. Now I must ask one more favor. Not from me, but from my daughter. Take this candle to the missing persons notice board. Light it. Let that be the end. Don't you want to be there when I light it? I will find my own kind of ceremony. And things must be done properly, that is all. Farewell, Lord. Wah! 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 Think about Oleg's daughter and all the people for whom there will never be any candles. Then you think about the faces you saw on your way here. What have they lost that they won't let themselves mourn? Whose absence do they feel without ever even knowing it? How many are pretending not to see the abyss, for fear of being dragged into? How many think it could never happen to them? Behind you, someone begins to sing, croaking, hesitant at first. No words, just a mournful, keening tune. Something like an eulogy, something like a howl. Prayer and a promise for the missing. Persona. Oh, I'm sorry. All right. With that being said, we're gonna actually make our way to story shit. It's been a while. I'm sorry. But it's time to get a move on. I know you guys are waiting with bated breath to see where this goes. I am too. So I'm going to, first things first, get some rest. Third Academy. All right. Let's see. I'm trying to remember where I need to go. I think I have to go down the hill for it. I think. Ah, fuck. You missed. You missed, you stupid motherfuckers. Oh. Oh. Hey Perry, how you doing? Welcome back to the stream. Hopefully we can actually make our way back over to the actual area we need to get to. Fuck. Where's the... Okay. Fuck. This... Like, this map is all well and good, but it doesn't help me figure out where the hell I am. Okay, so if I'm here, if I go... Okay, I think I figured out how I need to do this. It requires me to... slide on down. Oh, shit. Hurry on. Am good? Hell yeah. Yeah, no, I'm ready to push the story forward. This game's awesome, but let's get moving. Oh. And my overweightness. That's not where we need to go. We need to go this way. This should take us back to the first area in the game, which would mean it would take us back to where we need to basically get this show on the road. Can't capture me, motherfucker. Passport right here. What the fuck you mean I don't got the passport? I have the fucking passport. How do I not have an apostate passport? Let's see. Hold on. I talked to what's her face. She should have given me the fucking passport. Western edge of the kingdom. Where am I on the... I'm on the western end of the fucking kingdom. How do I not have it? I'm confused. Give me a second. I'm raging a little. Plastic. I need. Single. Oh. Okay. I'm actually gonna voice a frustration. I don't like that the Apostolic Union passports are single uses. It makes no sense, and it's fucking annoying. That's actually annoying. Especially when... Sir, yeah, why not? Give me some money. Because here's the thing. If I'm busy trying to get to one area, guess what? The moment that I can't get to that area because all of a sudden I just don't have any way of actually getting it, here's one. Hallowtown. We're gonna go to Hallowtown. At least with Hollowtown, probably can make my way. Unless I could just buy one. Let's see. Bro, shit costs so much money. What can I sell? You know what? I'm just gonna bite the bullet and just make my way over there physically. As much of a pain in the butt it's gonna be. Dear Lord. Actually, I'm being silly. I just realized I'm being silly. But I know where to go. I think I know where to go. So that's the good news. I can make my way over here, and that should actually kind of solve the whole bullshit. Get down here! Get down here now! On we go. Whew. Get me up here now! Go, go, go! Move, move, move! Why haven't we been busy? All of the former Dark Stars have returned. She cackles, just like old times. Together, conceived. According to the Aurelia, Layla has fled. It's more, she knows where. You will take these Dark Star criminals as your companions. You will pursue Layla. Will not fail. So what's down there exactly? Centuries ago, Embrians built an empire of metal and magic in defiance of the gods. It stretched across the world's surface, and humanity prospered. Spits the word. 400 years ago, the Whirlwind blasted that empire to dust. Only the Sky Realms survived. All that's left down there, cursed ruins, haunted by ghosts and patrolled by mechanical horrors. The very air is poisoned. The thick miasma. Traversing that place will be difficult, but I have the utmost faith that you will die nobly. Cause. Succeed. Okay, so what will we do about it? Paxton Frost has finished preparing the blinding light. We can launch a small cutter airship on reception expedition to the Overlands. But first, I will do you the honors of activating. Go to the main control panel and set the alert stations. Confessor, how can I help you? Are you settling in? By the blinding light, I remember when we captured this place with a Union caretaker. Oh my god, I can't speak, apparently. He smirks. Back when we thought we could get away with anything. Can I ask you something? Ask you about something. Might it be? Not really. I don't have questions on. I mean, I can make. Man, I can make. One of these can become a freaking badass. That's 35 and that's 18. Let's do a real quick rest. Full health, full everything. There. I decided to go with the bow. Oh, oh, badass. Ah, it's good. Good to be. It's in the sky rooms again. One can frightfully get frightfully spending eternity in dusty old tombs. How are you settling it? Just about finished transporting my collection of the essential grimoires. That's a bad spot for them, eh? I must admit, it's exciting to see all these mortals scurrying around. There's an urgency to mortal life that's been lost to my kind. I realize now that even giving up this life, missed it. Can I ask you something? How's your daughter? Smiles. Doing just fine, thank you. Here. Enjoys the breeze on her skin. Ah! Scared myself. I scared myself. Oh! You. Welcome back, you. Good, okay. Ah, the blinding light. Oh, the blinding light. You know, I thought I'd never see this place again. Settling in. Makes my skin crawl. Seeing Inquisition agents scuttering about. Thinking they're going to grab me and throw me in the cell. Sighting with this lot is the only way to stay at Vela. Suppose I'd have to get used to it. And lastly, you, my friend. Rats, lust, sugar, making, blooming, flipping, fudge. Maybe this is good for you. It'll force you to get creative. Oh, and go and gargle your own urine. But enough of that. Are you bothering me for a purpose? Or do you truly value your time so cheaply as to spend it on a blooming chit-chat? Want to see how you're settling in. Oh, like a louse to an armpit. Who the fluff do you imagine restored this fortress in the first place? Given my abrupt departure from the Dark Stars, I suppose it's nice to be finishing the job. If only these dashed Union cretins would stop trying to assist me. As it happens, my father helped build these monsters back in the God War. Wooden parts are lend-lease, guns, plumbing, nearly everything metal is made in the Cordova. Used to put me to sleep by reciting components of assembly procedures. That explains a lot. Touché. This first was made in the Clockwork Kingdom. Correct. Although back then it was called the Cardovan Republic. Somewhere in the guts of this thing, there will be a nameplate laid down in such a year. Progress, Cordova, no gods, no masters. Hey Raj, how you doing? Finally, how that one turned out. Well, I'm glad you're sailing at home. Rascals, I wouldn't go that far. Will that be all? This exoskeleton is new. Helps you walk. My, how observant you are. In fact, ovulatory support is merely one of its functions. First incarnation was rather less powerful, but to be fair, it was rather smaller. Suspect you didn't want the whole story. After all, it is so very inspirational. Please go on. I'll spare you the exhaustive history of my diverse ailments. Suffice it to say that I was a sickly child. One thing my physician agreed upon was that I must submit completely to their humiliating remedies, no matter how painful or effective. Doing great. What's up? I'm doing pretty good. Got some errands completed, and now just just chillaxing, enjoying the day. I disagreed with and in due course it proved that with a little technological cunning, I could treat myself better than they could. Machines, you see, actually listen to what one tells them. How people love to hear that tale. Once I grew up, Annis loved it especially. Come to the Clockwork Kingdom, where even a low-born invalid can travel the skies and be garlanded as a champion of the realm. True, I was dogged and ingenious, but to what purpose? Yes, I improved in my capabilities, but for whose benefit? Certainly I accomplished great things, but for whom? Myself? Sneers. Cozy thoughts. Sometimes I wish I hadn't bothered. At least then I wouldn't have been so useful. Let's see if you can come up with a question I haven't heard of before. About the task at hand. Oh yes, the search for my erstwhile or should I say my former targets. By the way, this reunion will be interesting. See, you've pressed old Jack Basalt back into active service. The poor fellow's currently avoiding me. Which is adorable, granted. Oh hey Michael, how you doing? Poor fellow's currently avoiding me, which is adorable, granted. We hardly parted way on the best of terms. But at some point, we need to have a little chat. Last I'd forgotten how much the Duchess infuriates me. What she calls magic is merely the cant of a more primitive age. Reciting cipher spells from memory. For Peace sake, it's like we're carrying a cart on its shoulders, that bench of the wheel. Get on rather well with Arlieth, or the Embryon, as you must call her to her face. Initially, we despised each other. But then we had an arm wrestle, and everything was tickety-boo. Since I was too drunk to remember it, I choose to remember I won. So no further questions. No points for novelty. I'm afraid, no points for novelty. But at least you tried. play the fortress. As you turn away, there's an awkward cough. Actually, one moment, if you please. Just to, it behooves me. I should all. It's not embarrassed around about the bush. You were quite correct to scold me back in the kingdom. Word for what I was doing is wallowing, specifically in childish rage and self-pity. Oz is apparently unsure what to say next. Don't mention you'll ever bend. Yes, quite. Very good. Well, what are you waiting for? A medal? Bug off before you break something expensive. That is this bug. I confess it first. Oh shoot, how are you doing? I'm doing good. Paxton Frost has finished repairing the blinding light. Launch a small cutter airship as an expedition to the Wonderlands. First, I will let you do the honors. Activate blinding light. Use the main control panel and set the alert for battle stations. Oh, I'm dumb. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna talk to them. I need to talk to him. I have to talk to Frost because I have to be smart. That's cool. That's so fun. Meant for Vela Kaluz. Ah, do you feel that? The blinding light takes to the skies once again. Can't we fly this whole ship after Vela? This flying fortress is too large to make the descent. The storms that permanently rage above the underlands would tear it to shreds. But we can launch a small cutter vessel with an reinforced hull that may survive the journey. Tribunal can monitor your progress from the safety of the skies. Never said this was an airship. He scoffs. Have you not seen the grand old painting or its many reproductions? The blinding light in pales of horror, or heard the numerous songs and stories embellished as they may be. It cannot be blind for your ignorance. So what's next? You and the former Dark Stars will assemble into a counter war strike force and pursue Vela. Your mission is as follows. You will make your way to the hangar at the Blinding Light, where there is a small cutter airship ready to descend to the Underlands. Jack Basalt will pilot the aircraft, while Duchess's magic will shield it from the unrelenting chaos of the understorms. Mr. Frost will disarm whatever ancient security systems you find on the surface. As you land, Orliath will guide the way. It's the cradle, exactly what the cradle is. Oh, exactly what the cradle is, we don't know. But Vela thinks it can rewrite the very fabric of reality. Needless to say, she must be stopped. She pauses, a ghastly rattle ensues from within her workings. To the side, she sounds almost moved. Listen, Confessor. If it were up to me, we'd have a whole naval fleet hurtling down there. The Union Navy doesn't want to hear it. They think this coffin they stuffed me in has clouded my vision. I have the authority to send most of my most expendable nitrogen. He points a mechanical limb in your direction. But loath as I am to admit, you've proven yourself just as capable as any operative under my command. So it falls solely on your team to stop Vela at any cost. Remember that she meddles with forces beyond our comprehension and threatens the stability, not just of the Apostate Union, the whole of the Sky Realms. Is your mission clear, Confessor? All clear. I'm ready. Good. Your way to the hangar to depart. Let's go! We're free! We actually get to do this. It's probably the final part. Oh fuck, we're just here. We're here. Alright. You wake with a pounding head. Gasp for breath, your lungs filled with acrid. Everything hurts. Salt eyes you without sympathy. You look like squid shit, Confessor. Just feel like you've been chewed up by the typhus. Fill you in, he gestures around. Cutter crashed. No shit. Well, that thought I'd spell it out for you. Stress rots one's mind, after all. See, we'd stashed a bunch of protective suits in the cutter. Thick leather garments sealed with the stitches and cipher to ward off the miasma that clings to the air around here. But they all got burnt up in the crash. The only thing we could save was this one. That dizziness, the headspin, stinging in your lungs, I'm afraid that's the miasma. Curse. Sorry. I'll be fine. Slaps you on the shoulder. That's the spirit, eh? You'd have made a fine dark star back in the day. Looks around. Anyway, you might be the one to salvage some sort of protection down here. Lucky. Been plenty of wholehearted expeditions to the Underlands. The archaeologists. Well, let's just say that doesn't often come back. This will be fine. Across the Embryon have respirators built into their suits, and the Duchess, well, she's not been breathing centuries anyway. Process peering through the spyglass edifice of the metal shattered glass upon the device cliff top. Magnificent. Structure is very nearly intact. Imagine what it was like in its prime. Lowers the spyglass and examines you, looking remarkably unruffled by the crash. Survived then. Well done. You had it in you. All objective yardsticks, our situation is dire. Yet I can't help but feel a sense of anticipation. Covering the secrets of this place has been my life's work. Now we are pursuing the greatest secret of them all. How ironic that should be due to my own mistakes rather than those of some comfortably long-dead civilization. He mutters to himself. Your head in the game, Horace. Paxton, whatever. Cursed, can you rig up some kind of protection device? Alas, our bumpy landing has left me without the requisite material to improvise a infiltration mask. We're not far from where the mineral expedition went down back in 1985. Some of their equipment might still be intact. Sole chance of survival is to limit your exposure. And every heartbeat that you spend here without a mask will bring you closer to the fate worse than death. Should you fail, I can at least offer you the same remedy I gave my old colleague Magna. Takes into a pocket and opens his palm to reveal a small little ball of waxy substance. Venom of the purple spotted typhus. Extremely deadly, quite painless. She made me promise, you see. Take you up on that when it comes to it. Better hurry. Tick tock, my dear. Tick tock. So you said I had planned to get out of here? Correct. In the ancient days, this entire continent was crisscrossed by an advanced transportation network, allowing the embryons to travel hundreds of leagues per day in perfect comfort. These auto coaches, our contemporary scholars have dubbed them, were propelled at high velocity along special courses by some unknown means. If you've ever had insight into a modern day mining operation, you may have seen wagon tracks inspired by their example. Hence, our first priority must be to get, he points at the cliff top, there. If any such conveyance remains operable, I believe I can commandeer it. You're going. So we're actually here. The ominous Underlands below. For centuries. Back when I could breathe fresh air, this place was a mystical quality. Even Verdant, we could see the twinkling lights of the emerald cities, vibrant and beautiful, far below us. Once I even met one, an Embryon delegate who was sent to meet my father. They arrived in this craft of pure metal. I had never seen anything. I must admit, to be here after all these years feels overwhelming. I had thought that even in death, cities would hold a certain majesty, just as our own home still does. This is a dreary, ugly place, strewn with rust and bone. Let's not linger more than we have to. I'm cursed. Can you help? He waves a hand dismissively. Oh, I'm already done all I can. While you were unconscious, I sealed your organs with cipher. That should buy you some time. Moment of silence, she sighs. Look, Confessor, I apologize if I seem flippant. It's just, to us endless, the plight of mortals seem quaint. Sure enough, you will experience agonizing pain as the miasma takes hold. Your body will atrophy as it is consumed by fungi, gradually stiffening until you are rooted in place. There you will stay for centuries or more, dimly conscious of your own fate. I know to you it probably seems like a tiresome ordeal, but to someone like myself, who has already experienced a half millennia of anguish, well, it actually sounds rather interesting. Variety in the spice of life unlife. Nonetheless, I do not wish this fate upon you. We should make haste. Know of what dangers we face. The Embrians were masters of fusing the ethereal, the physical, cipher with a machine. Yet what petty trinkets you may have witnessed with the clockwork, they are mere imitations of the could create. It is said they even made machines that could walk and talk with functioning minds of pure cipher logic. As someone who has studied with this art of cipher far longer than any mortal, I can tell you plain, this is no simple feat. It has been said their creations have outlived the Embrians themselves, and still lingered down here. This was the only danger we faced, would be rightly concerned, but it is. World Rend was a syntax cascade that unraveled the very essence of everything it touched. People were killed, some bore a worse fate, twisted into the race of malign intent. Whatever we need to go down here, let's do it quickly. Agreed, let's get moving. Right. Oh, let's hope I can find an expedition's old gear. See if I can get something out of that. Oh, okay. It's just you. You know, you know, all my life I've had these recurring dreams. A metropolis of lights, towers of shimmering steel and cipher, vast ships gliding through the air like they weigh nothing at all. Size. I think part of me has always been searching for this place, just to see it with my own eyes. Now I'm finally here. Is this wasteland really all that's left? I thought the Embrians, for all their hubris and arrogance, had built something that would endure. But maybe their achievement was just a dream after all. Nothing but a fabric draped over a weak scaffold. Cursed by the miasma. You know, it's sorry about that, Confessor. I've seen people come back from the expeditions, just from low-lying islands afflicted with the curse. I'm sure you don't need me to tell you how bad it can be. Duchess has already worked her magic on you. We get this over with quickly, it should recover. You know where Vela is. Far in the distance, past the fog and lightning, there's a giant metal orb. It's the cradle. Most advanced piece of tech, or magic, or both, that have existed. That's where Vela is. No doubt about it. Been planning this for years. If we're going to stop her from deactivating it, better move fast. Vela's well ahead of us already. Join arms and fight together. Right, lead the way. Oh, she's actually with me. Hell yeah. That's awesome. Alright. It's good. That's good. Because now I can be I can actually be just like an archer or something. I don't necessarily have to fight them all. That's the main thing. I don't have to fight. But I will if I have to. Can't open that. It's okay. I have a fuck ton of arrows. I should be fine. Right. I'm gonna just roam around a little bit, see if I can. That's not gonna help me at all. That's great. Lockpicks. Good news is I'm already good on lockpicks. I need to check each area just to make sure I have everything. Well, I can see if I can find a mask or something. Some sort of tool from the old expeditions. No, fucker. Come on. There you go. Let me in. What's in here? Come on. Patty attire. Is this villain? Enabling the wearer to entice more powerful foes. This doesn't help shit. Man, can I get gear that just says "go fuck yourself" in a more clear language? Thank you, Perry. I need those thumbs up. Alright, before we do that, I'm gonna run back. I wanna see what I can do with these tatters. Yeah. No, I can't fix it. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna move you like this, and I'm gonna move out here. Alright, let's get moving. I need to speed this up. Right now, I'm not even aiming to fight any enemies. The main goal right now is to find objects I can use to keep my ass alive. What the fuck? Oh! I guess she just left. Okay. It's not active. Fuck. Before the hearts. Oh, they moved. He moved. Okay. Ross is fiddling with his handheld device that resembles the offspring of a Dulcimer carriage lock. Silence, if you please. This procedure requires concentration. The mechanical boom sounds from within the wall as the door begins to grind open. Evidently, the Envians haven't revised their sealing spells since my last visit. They're careless of them, Incidentally, I believe we are close to the crash site. If you wish to survive this little jaunt, I suggest you search the area for a filtration mask. Come to your last expedition. First, our vessel, buoyancy engine broke down upon arrival. Then our signal flares proved to be duds, so we've missed our rescue rendezvous. One thermometer fritzed out on anything above 7.3 millihex, and our faulty breathing casks became over-pressurized, causing us to hallucinate. My first inkling that the Clockwork Kingdom's vaunted manufacturing prowess might be in the decline. Frankly, without my late colleague Magda, I wouldn't be standing here today. In the end, everyone got medals, living and dead. The king, no doubt, thought our discoveries many times more valuable than we had paid for them. Let's keep moving, by all means. I remained here for a few ticks, sure no one's left behind. Alright, let's look for a filtration mask. That you want classic person analyzing Spears is correct. Spears situation control. Requested. Base estimate 99%. Yes, okay. This is cipher channeling detected. Reality is being distorted nearby. Delusion. Speakers should pay special attention to the environment around humanoid fungi. All may not be as seems. Ceasing communication. Let's see, can I see a filtration device? Fuck. All done? Thank you so much. Don't well done me yet. My ass is about to be well done if I don't get any help, if you catch my drift. Maybe he meant to check out this inner area? Hope it is. Because if there is, then I can make use of whatever I find here. On. The coach house above, see that coach house above? You know that thing that looks like no couch house you've ever seen? That's where we're trying to get to. Ross reckons that there's an Embryon auto coach left intact that he might be able to fix up. Hey, famous, how you doing? Hems or Jever? Oh, running. Grabbing you. What is this? What is you? Come on. Give me something good. Give me something good. Don't know what that's gonna do. Frankly, it's not my filtration. How am I doing? I'm doing good. I'm poisoned apparently. So I'm literally just walking around dying, I guess. Man, nice game, thank you. Man, I am in a pickle. 'Cause I can't find shit. I figured. Okay, before we do that, so I'm not entirely sure if I'm trying to go this way or the other way. But fuck it, I'm gonna risk it. Auto coach, here we go. We go. I see no filtration units. Fuck, man. No, I know. Oh no! Ah, motherfucker. I'm gonna go up here. Jesus, man. 10,000 toffees, chewing, blistering, confounded fiddlesticks. Takes the tram in one steel cap boot. It rings like a frog. Frog me backwards with a blinking battle axe. You look like you could do with some help. It's uncharacteristically embarrassed. Please accept my profound apologies for the delay. This is quite the most advanced machine I've ever encountered. I'm not accustomed to this degree of obscenity. Managed to restore the motive powers. These security measures are startling with their elegance. I can only guess that the embryons considered the auto coach network to be of great strategic value. It seems to resolve around it some sort of key. No fear, I'm confident I can bypass it. See if we can track down that key for you. What? Absolutely not. That would be cheating. I'm gonna check inside here. Oh, it won't let me in. That's why. Okay, fine. I'm going back down. I'm gonna have to check that other area. And then pray hope I can Oh, that's actually perfect. Perfect. I'm gonna need to look for that filtration unit. Dear Lord, I feel like yeah, I don't know if you guys know, like any games that it feels like you're on a timer. Like the longer you're in the game, the more like you're likely to die. That's what it feels like right now. Okay, let's take a look over here. Nothing. Health potion? Okay, we'll take that. You keep missing, you little bit. Oh shit, that was fast. Nothing. Okay. Moving on. Here. Breathes heavily, the stench of machine grease in the air. These things really know how to fight. Like the smaller ones I've seen in the sky realms. The ones parry and repulse my blows. My moves and react accordingly. It's like they're really in thinking. The Umbrians built these things, but it's just metal and magic. What else could they create? She shifts suddenly, uneasy in her armor. Says no more. Yeah, don't mind me, I'm just choking on the air I'm breathing on. Fuck. That's gonna be me in a few hours. It's not my time yet, damn it. Oh, that didn't do shit. Let's just pray hope I can find something. Station unit, come on. Open up, baby. See what you've got behind this door. Jack shit. The Duchess is clutching her head. Confessor, I didn't sense your presence amongst all this noise. Are you alright? I'm not in pain, I'm just overwhelmed with psychic information. Gestures ahead. See all this fungi? They are not like the growths we get in sky realms. Cursed bodies of those she once as pitiful souls who survived the sky world rend. Their fungal forms have coalesced to superorganism. Fight on, hell yes. Their minds are as one, united with anguish and misery. Hear their silent screams, their fractured memories. One voice stands out from the cacophony, a workman with a special key. See it sliding into an auto coach lock. He lived in that house over yonder. Think you'd do well to pay it a visit. Got something for the auto coach. That's good. That's really good. I am going to take this time. Over here. Truth potion. I saw something good. Oh, and I almost threw myself off a cliff. Man, I can't find shit. Shit! My ass is gonna die. Auto coach key. Alright. What's this? Found no mask whatsoever. I am fucked. That's all that's going through my mind right now. Lingering on the horizon. Cradle. She's so close. There's no time to tarry, Confessor. Tarry and get on this auto coach. Okay. You're using help. Damn, man. I can go fuck myself, I guess. You're a spoil sport, you do know that? We're looking at another working without the key. All I needed was another hour, possibly 2, 7 at the most. Yeah, but I'd be dead. Time to go. We're going to die. I'm going to die. I'm just the strangest thing. Never in my life seen a device like this. The writing upon it feels oddly familiar. It's one thing to see from afar, but even through these ruins feels downright macabre. That Verdant was foredone. This is so much more worse. Well, I'll be damned. Never seen an airship move with such grace. Despite the storms, she glides like a cutter on the clearest of days. Faster than anything. Is it? It's in door number 1. Nothing. I'm so fucked. So fucked, guys. This is gonna be the story of how Morgulus, another story of Morgulus dying, unfortunately. I do not see a way out. Fuck. I've erected another instance of my transpositional supply tent. Due to some clever cipher trickery, it can exist in 2 places at once. You can use it to revisit the cutter crash site if you so desire. That said, I feel we should not linger any longer than we need to. Let's make our way through the dreadful city as quickly as we can. Fidgets in her armor, clearly restless. A close confessor. For better or for worse, we'll be upon Vela soon. Don't get careless. The city is a tangle of walkways, tunnels, and crumbling masonry. It may take us a while to find a route through. Let's join arms and fight together. Sword. Alright, lead the way. What's this? Innocence Wonderment. Just look at that. You could split my hometown's entire population to a handful of these lower towers. Hey, this versus Morrowind, who wins? I don't feel like I deserve the right to give that answer, only because when I was younger and I played Morrowind, I got lost and then I quit. I feel like I would be better off making that kind of choice if I came back to Morrowind and gave it a shot again. We put my hometown's entire population to a handful of these towers. How in blazes did they support so many people? He snaps his fingers, looking at you with a wild surmise in his eyes. Of course, the auto coaches. Move goods and labor to wherever that it's needed in lightning speed. It all fits together. Looking for opinions on my next time sink. This game is a good time sink. It's definitely a good time sink for those who want to get invested into a world. I hope that makes sense. You could all live in the countryside and work in the city, or vice versa. Devote whole buildings, whole towns to a single purpose. Makes perfect sense. Hell yeah. And thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and go with Keywag. Keywag, thank you so much for the follow. But yeah, I would say this game, like, and it's only because I don't know Morrowind as intimately as, well, I don't even know this game very intimately, but because I know this game more than I know Morrowind, I like this game more. But that's not, I don't like saying that's not saying much, but that's not, I will say it doesn't mean too much only because I haven't played Morrowind that deep. But this game is definitely good if you enjoy like the eldritch horror stuff and just kind of going through a world that's just really, it feels almost post-apocalyptic fantasy. Bagworks. Alright, we'll go with Wag. But yeah, thank you so much, Wag. I hope you're having a great day. Is your VTuber a seraph or an elder god? My VTuber is a mortal that is quite literally being held by death herself. She is waiting for the day I topple over and die. Thing is, over the course of many years, uh, I've died so many times and been reincarnated so many times. Right now, this is my last mortal coil. So right now, she's just waiting for that time. The Clockwork Kingdom perfected. What you gotta say? I'll be seeing plenty of places in my time. The floating ziggurats of Asfra, oh God, the glittering domes of the Riovan council chambers, the city, even in the ruins, it's a spectacle. Hot, hell yeah. She is definitely she is a cutie patootie. Let's have a moment to take a breather. Let's take a moment to take a breather. The city looks like it's crawling with mechanical guards, so we need to have our wits about us. When you're ready, we'll head to the tallest tower over there. At its peak, the Duchess has scried some sort of auto coach that's angled towards the cradle. Not gonna be an easy climb, but I ain't got any better ideas. Still, could be worse. Points at the slums beneath the city, because we don't have to go down there. Yeah, but right now, y'all are all tower. Alright, let's go left first. See if we can find something. There's gotta be. Oh, fucking. There's nothing. Only myself. Oh, wait, hold up. I can make it in here. Get in. Open up. Open up, motherfucker. Give me something. Give me something good. Yes. What is in here? Door number 1? A bomb. I'm fucked. I'm so gonna die. Come on now. Where are you? Oh no. Bitch, get the fuck out of the way. Oh my god. I need you to move now. Let's split up. No! Oh, thank you. Move, move, move. Alright. Let's fight together. Cool. Thank you. Alright. We did it. We did it. You missed, motherfucker. What's this? What you drop? You dropped money? I don't even need money at this point. Ah, no. Oh, wait. That's okay. There we go. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me in. What you got here? There we go. Open up, motherfucker. Yes! What's in here? Come on. Give me something good. Embryon ore. Why am I... Why does God have to piss in my cereal today? Is he possibly passing through? Okay, let's take a look over here. Maybe there's something. There might be something I can use. Come on. Fuck off. There's nothing. Shit. Ow! You slapped my ass cheek! Okay, that goes here, that goes to the main area. This goes here. It's all connected. So let's figure out what happens if we go over here. How are you doing today? What's your current vine on... My current vine on one word. I have no idea what that means. But I'm doing okay. How are you? Boss whistles, then listens for the echo. Perfect acoustics. Perfect acoustics. What is this creature? Captured ghost? No. Too clean. Mechanical. Artificial player with a technological stage. They do it. It's nice, hell yeah. How about you? How are you doing? Doing hell yeah. Zilch me. Just think of the possibilities. Plays performed once, then pre-produced elsewhere, like a bottled vision without solipsism. Hear the voices, see the passions of great actors long dead. Time no obstacle, distance no barrier. My ass is so screwed. Why is my life being pissed on cereals right now? Oh wait, hold up. Guess I gotta figure out if I want to go over here or not, but oh, this is taking me down. This is taking me down. We're going down, down, going deep. Oh, sorry. Let's see here. So screwed. Pardon. Excusez. Oh. I don't know if the world's supposed to be looking like this or not. It's good. I'm cool. Thanks. Cool. Hell yeah, it is. The Fuck me. Come on. You son of a bitch. Come on. There we go. Open up, you stupid bitch. What's this? Again. This be something I need. Come on. Speed shoes. I'll at least use this as a way to get fast, move faster. And then I'll change accordingly what I need. Up. Nope. You catching me? I'm the gingerbread man. Umbrian Vault Key. That's what I end up picking up after all this. After me running around like a chicken with its head cut off. That's what it comes down to. Lord Almighty, I'm screwed at last. No keys necessary this time, Confessor. I've applied the lessons in my inconclusive struggle with the auto coach, the recalculate elevator. Proved to be no match to Caxton Frost. I mean, Horace Metcalf. When you throw the lever, shall soar us like dragonflies up to the highest peaks of the metropolis, or possibly be catapulted. I've misjudged the velocity. Blow me, this is exhilarating. I'm glad you're having such a great time, buddy. I'll just remember that when I start choking on my own blood and being held in place and just start dying. It's okay. Alright, what's yours? What's your deal? Looks like the shaft needs a coach house. See if you need to resupply, but try not to linger. Got a ways to go yet. Yep. Check towers. Yep, where we need to go. Up. Alright, let's take a look and see what happens if I go this way. So we go here. Excuse. Oh my gosh. It was all for naught. Alright. Let's make our way back. I thought I'd be like, oh, look at you, you're doing so good. And then, like, no. You can't find shit. Go fuck yourself. Okay. Oh. Remember where? Nope. You must be up in here. Nothing, and nothing. Alright, let's go. Oh boy. See the tallest tower over yonder, good sir. I've scried that a nautica at its peak should take us to the cradle. Be careful making our way across. These platforms look awfully unsteady. It's a long way down. Nothing. Go, come on. Go, come on. Let it in. Be in. Okay, what's in here? Come on, give me something good. Embryon ore. Whoo! Thank goodness. I was worried I would not get some. I would get something that would save my life. Ah. Well, anyways, onwards to my inevitable death. Lockpick and ammunition. Damn, I'm unlucky. Frost is craning his head to examining the ornament sailing. The markings are intriguing, elaborate, yet entirely abstract. No apparent representation of figures or scenes. Perhaps the embryons held mathematics and geometry in higher respect than the myth. No doubt this pattern had some ritual significance. There's something big's coming up ahead. Let's not get careless. Join arms and fight together. Away. I don't need to fight you. You're not my mom. Haha, you missed me. Ooh, it's funny when that happens, eh? I will be mad if it's like, oh yeah, like one of the enemies actually happens to have a filtration mask. I would lose my freaking mind. Right, game. Woo! Thank goodness I never found that filtration system. One side leads to death, the other leads to some. Here we are at the last cradle. It's like no ale house I've ever seen. Chuckles. This platform should take us inside. Get to Vela, you should do the talking, Professor. And that's the best chance we've got if she sees the rest of us. She'll want to talk to with her swords. Us being mutineers, after all. Guessing your superiors want her brought in quietly. But if things go south, then they will have your back. There may be only a handful of us, but we faced through tough odds before. Talk to Vela into coming quietly. Sighs. Oh, I hope it'll be that easy, Confessor. For our sakes, and for Vela's. Just know that if she tries to slit your throat, be ready to jump in. Thank you. Oh my, this cradle really is enormous, isn't it? I'm sure even the stonemasons who built our endless mausoleums would break a sweat at the sight of this. Ross is staring at the cradle in silent awe. His former exuberance stopped dead in his tracks. Please forgive my ineloquence. I find myself quite overcome. Till stand there in silence together. Till cradle. Being here makes my stomach turn. Make no mistake, my sword will swing true. Up to me, I'd rush Vela headlong. Give her no time to think before I cleave her in two. The salt thinks we should toggle back, assess the situation, while you two have a little chat. Loath as I am to admit it, the bastard's usually right. Man, I can't wait for the big joke on like, haha, look at you. You're gonna be okay. Because here's a filtration mask. No, not gonna happen. I can go fuck myself. Okay. It's just like, nope, nope. I'm literally boxed in here. Bayla stands with poise, her commands booming through the chamber as Dark Star mercenaries scurry at her beck and call. Bayla Kalus! Bayla's head snaps around, her eyes fixed upon you. She turns with one hand on her sword hilt. Bayla Kalus, come to silence! Bayla's voice cuts through the air, her piercing gaze meeting your own. An intruder here, for leagues under the sky realms in this place as dangerous as it is inhospitable. You must be incredibly capable or extremely stupid to follow me here. He squints. Hold on. You're that whelp who had the gall to approach me at the blinding light, aren't you? A thin smile spreads across her lips. Why, had quite the journey, Inquisitor. I almost didn't recognize you. You must have had help, she ponders a moment. Only Orleath saw the map that led me here. She wouldn't have decided to come on her own. Basalt must have convinced her. And if he was putting a team together, Caxton Frost would be at the top of that list. Maybe the Duchess as well. Shakes her head. But it can't just be Basalt leading this. He'd never have joined the Inquisition without persuasion. It can only be Tsar. Don't deny it. She grins. So a pack of traitors led by a fledgling Inquisitor have come to knit at my heels. Tell me, just what are you hoping to achieve? I'm going to put an end to this, Vela. You must stop this madness. Madness? Is that what they claim? It is the people of Sky Realms who have lost all sense of reason. I only seek to put things right. She gestures at the aberrant being that fills your vision. This extraordinary entity will be our salvation. It will mend our broken world and abolish the evils of humanity. All we need to do is awaken it, and we are so nearly ready. Waking it up seems like a terrible idea. The process is not without its dangers. The Embrians called that thing an angel. And had they succeeded in waking it, their tyranny would have enslaved the world for eternity. We're fortunate that the lesser evil occurred. For in stirring the angel, they caused the world rent and nearly obliterated all existence. We have learned from their mistakes. We will use the angel to turn this world into a heaven where every soul is free and equal. You can spark a second apocalypse and destroy what's left of our world. Over the past few years, I have recruited some of the most accomplished cipher scholars alive. With this correct wording, we will prevent a syntax cascade. With this, we are almost certain. And regardless, is the reward not worth the risk? What's left of this world is barely worth saving. But I would elevate us to something more noble than history has ever known. Her eyes glint as they look into your own. You see, Inquisitor, there is such beauty in us, such majesty, such potential. I have sailed the sky realms and seen such wonders. She waves her hand. Nay, not the void obelisks of Al Asfra, or the thousand spires of the Biome University. I have seen the nuns of the Vagrant Hospice tending to their enemies. I have seen a man give his life to the blood barons of Terrene so that a stranger might live. She sighs. I have seen a child, recently orphaned, her face speckled with blood, offer me the last of her bread. She steps closer. But wherever my sails have taken me, I have seen the hopes and dreams of the common folk crushed by oppressors, be they Union, Wiccan, or otherwise. Everywhere I go, the poor ride in the mud so that the rich may sleep in silk. Once I thought my sword could right the wrongs of the world, that mortals and ethics could guide my blade. But I've seen so many skyships burn, and too often breathed the stench of human flesh to believe that still. In truth, I'd lost hope until I had visions of an angel through the honoric interface of an Embrian map. I realized then what could be achieved. Can't change human nature. Oh, but with the angel we could. Can change anything in this corporeal world. But don't look so aghast. It really needed come to that. Her stare gains a fiery intensity. I would empower us all so that every peasant stands equal to their lord. I would blunt every sword, shatter every cannon, so that not a drop of blood would spill. She looks down, her expression suddenly vulnerable. And I would banish death itself so that no heart would ever be broken. This will be our heaven, and soon we will have it. Be taking away our freedom, to fight for something, even to die. Freedom! What freedoms do we have here in this broken world? Just because we can hack each other to pieces, it does not mean we are free. And besides, anyone would be able to leave. If they wished to dissipate their essence to the void, along with their mind's eye, they could do so. Very soon I will awaken the angel, not out of greed or selfishness, but for the betterment of the Sky Realms and its people. And what of your late sister Isabeth? Are you sure you're not doing this for her? Bela glares at you with a newfound fury. Oh, dare you mention her name? You know nothing of her soul, of my family. Isabeth she meant more to me than... Bela closes her eyes for a long moment. Isabeth and my mother burnt alive in my father's mansion. That Isabeth was taken so young, and I alone should live. Speaks plainly of the injustice of this world. Am I wrong for wanting to change that? Don't speak for all. Many oppose you, even your own former Dark Stars. Ha! Those traitors could have left on their own. They had no reason to fight me. Sure, I would have them go peacefully. Caleb bellows to her crew. Awaken the angel! I don't care if the preparations aren't complete. We have run out of time. Okay, boss fight. I see. We're going in, I see. I'll kill it, Angel. Think I'm not beyond it? Her eyes return to you. I'm terribly sorry about this. I wish there was another way, but there isn't. The coming days are crucial now that it's awake. We have many delicate rituals and cipher wards to enact, and you cannot be allowed to meddle in such momentous endeavor. So I'm afraid this is goodbye. We will not meet again. Below you hear Jack Basalt yelling at the top of his lungs. Bela, no! valiant effort, you. Words ring through your throbbing head. Go again. And once again, I have plucked you from the jaws of death. The number of times I've done so is relatively few. You have done well to evade defeat thus far. The High Confessor was wise to entrust you with this burden. But confronting Vela again will prove a formidable challenge. The Embryon craft she has commandeered will not be so easily assailed a second time. To fight your way through, you will surely need my assistance. Rattles its chains. These void steel shackles are bound with Vela's magic. Only by her hand or her death will I be free. I am placing my trust in you here. I have no choice. Deity nods and conjoined hands. Now make your way to the High Confessor. I believe she wishes to speak with you. An authoritative voice booms from the ship, sound relays. You assume it belongs to Admiral Kalus of the Union Army. It's simply out of the question. Oh, it's simply out of the question. Need I remind you, Confessor Care, that your position of authority in this tribunal is in spite of your numerous crimes against the Union, most of which were committed alongside Vela herself. I care not if you send an incorrigible band of felons to find my daughter. Consider your history with Vela. I cannot, in good conscience, allow you or your lackeys anywhere near her. So you will use that dilapidated old relic of an airship to hold the flank. You will not interfere with this operation, which is solely in the hands of the Apostate Union Navy. You are dismissed. Insufferable fool. Oh. Let's see. That insufferable fool. Of all the people responsible for this nightmare, he is hardly blameless. If he had just been a father to Vela, she needed one. A loud clang rings out from the coffin, and now he would beat her at her own twisted game. They want to steal it, Confessor. The Navy wants to scrape the cradle for themselves, so the Union's subjugation of the Sky Realms is absolute. But you were on the Unions, so what are we going to do? A sigh rings out. Suppose I will have to hold the flank. This is Admiral Kalus demands. It's too late with too much at stake to rock the boat now. There must be a way. There is always a way, Confessor. We have hard to play yet. While you were off getting yourself killed, the rest of your team managed to escape the underlands aboard the cutter, thanks to Frost's repairs. As you have no doubt noticed, the cradle has made its ascent to the Sky Realms. Union Navy, finally realizing the gravity of the situation, showed up full force. They cannot punch through. The cradle's defensive shield, some sort of highly advanced in-brain tech. So for a moment, they are at a stalemate. So all we have to do is slip past both, pilot the cutter and sneak your strike team past the largest fleet in the world, and through an impenetrable shield to stop the most dangerous person alive. What could be simpler? How would we get past the fleet? Its current state, the cutter would be detected by the Navy's aeronautical wizards. Paxton Frost has an idea. Legends have an ancient Embryon skycraft, phantom vessel, able to break any barrier or evade any pursuit. Said to be wrecked in the world Brand, never to be seen again. They have searched for the crashed vessel. Without success, scryers find nothing or suffer apoplexy. The Union Navy considers it mere. Frost believes otherwise. There were rumors of a particular island on the wreck that has been drifting through the Sky Realms. That very island has strayed into the Unearthed Isles. Search the most distant islands in the Unearthed Isles and find whatever power it is that hides that wreck, scrying minds. Then you might slip past the Navy blockade. So, how can I actually get to those islands? Not pilot the cutter, as Frost needs to modify it before you put your assault on the cradle. No, it seems you will need your own airship. Take this right of permission. It will allow you to bypass the bureaucratic nightmare of purchasing a vessel from the Winged Merchants Guild. As for the hefty fee you will no doubt be required to pay, I cannot help you. Our coffers are empty, I'm afraid. Take this time. Make sure you are fully prepared for the fight ahead. I do not think this situation will resolve anytime soon. An assault in the cradle will be no easy task. Now should get going. I have my own troubles to attend to. What troubles? Oh, it is a rather delicate matter, if I'm honest. Your help would be appreciated. As you have no doubt noticed, there are tensions between this tribunal and the wider union. Both the Navy and my Inquisition superiors have begun to question my loyalty to the cause. They have asked me to issue a command they know I will find. She inhales thoroughly. Disagreeable. There's a small house in the western forest of the Hollowshire where our agents have stumbled upon a certain goblet. This tiny stunted god would be of little significance only. My superiors know and that in years past it was in my care, that I was fond of the thing. He is silent a moment. This is not the time to arouse their suspicion. Must go to this goblet. Must, she swallows slowly, slay it on my orders, and then we will continue as normal. Tell me about this goblet. He slams the inside of the coffin. Does it matter, Confessor? They are the shriveled, pathetic forms of diminished gods. There have been thousands scattered around the sky realms since the God War. The Inquisition destroys more of them every day. This one is no different. Okay, fill it for you. Thank you, sir. Remember, you will find it in the western forest of the Hollowshire. It's void scalpel. The void steel can harm a god. Use it to slit its throat. So, here's my way back down. Alright. Thought we would be able to beat this game, but this is actually going a lot longer than I thought it would. So we'll go ahead and call it here. So, with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw here, feel free to follow me here on Twitch. And also, subscribe, though you don't have to. And also, if you happen to be watching the VOD on YouTube, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Just like if you dislike, and let me know what you thought down below. With that being said, this has been Morgulis. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and for this week, Thursday, for a D&D one-shot. That'll be that'll be a VTuber collab. So, please do take care. Yourself a good one. Peace.
In the moonlit haze, we silently embrace. Together we dance, bound by the sweet grace. With each passing life, I've watched you fade.